What up, guys? Moody here. Today, I'm going to show you how to maximize your space in this arena, show you how to properly place your checkpoints, and how to use templates. Now, in this arena, guys, you can only go up so high with your props. I mean, it's 210, I believe. Is the max height? Yep. That's as high as you can go right there. Okay, so, but what if you want to go higher? See how I got up there? Got my little fun box. There is a gap up there. Pretty cool. You can make unique little stunts up there. But this is how I did it. What you're going to have to do is, guys, is you're going to have to make a template. Now, once you make a template, as long as you make this container right here your first pick on the template, you know what I mean, it's going to follow that height. So you can actually raise it up that high. Now, I pre-made all these templates to kind of show you guys how I'm doing this. Now, I recommend you make the whole thing at lower level so you can test and make sure your stunt is actually going to work. Right here, I've obviously exceeded the 30 pieces on my first template, so I want to make sure this is lined up, so I create a second template using this container to line them up. So when I get it up in the air, all I got to do is put this template on top of that template, line up my cabin there, and my stunt will work out just perfect. And I'll show you how I tested it to make sure it will work perfect. Okay, so let's just get rid of all this crap here. Delete all the props. Okay, now we're all deleted up. What I'm going to do in here is go to my templates that I created. Okay, there's my second piece. Alright, so I made this guy on the ground. Just like so. Another thing you guys want to keep in mind when you're putting your curve up there is there's an invisible barrier right here. If you get that track in there, you're not going to be able to get around your corner. So just kind of look at how far this thing protrudes out from the little fun box up here and kind of put it in that same area just so you don't get stuck in that invisible area. Now, there's our first template. Now, my second template, like I said, I coordinated it with this cabin, like so. Just to test to make sure everything's going to work when I get it up there. Because once you get this thing up there, guys, you cannot do nothing to it. You can't place props, you can't move props. It's there. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure it's right when you get it up there the first time. Okay, so you want to test out your apparatus here. Make sure everything's working fine and dandy. Jump on up there. Alright, so just gotta remember when I get up there to raise up that cabin a little bit, just so my ramp reaches my launch point. Okay, so go back in your creator options here. Now you know everything works. Delete everything once again. Go back into your props. Get your base template here. I like to call this the fun box. And then just ease her down on top of there. Now you want to make sure you're up high enough, but not too high. Like I said, there's a small space between that ceiling and the top of that box. But if you're down too low, there's like an invisible box on top of this box that will actually act as a bump in the middle of your core. So you want to kind of raise that up just a little bit, but not too much. That should be fine right there. Okay, now hopefully we've put it far enough out to get past the invisible barrier. Then we get our template 1, or template 3 here. And remember, we wanted to actually drop down a little bit, didn't we? We were up too high. Yeah. Okay. So drop her down a little bit and just make sure it's lined up with that container. You should be good to go. Then after that, you can delete this funky old thing. I'll just put that on there to connect the cabin to the upper part of the template. If you don't put something on there, it'll actually say a piece is too far from the other piece. You can't create templates, so you have to actually put a piece on there to connect them. I usually delete them when I'm creating a template, but obviously I forgot to do it here. Okay, so we'll just get rid of that. Find this little chunk of road here. We'll just shove that in there for the time being so we can get to work on our checkpoint. Alright, now from this point, you can go in the first person here, guy. And then we're creating these, especially if you're going up top, you want to make your starting point up here. I promise, guys. If you don't, they're going to be able to cheat your race. So put that starting checkpoint up here, so they got no choice but to come back up to the top. And this is the only checkpoint you can place up here. The only one. You can't place other checkpoints up there. Alright. We'll just go with that right there. I think I got into that invisible barrier. Yeah, just barely. But, let's see here. Boom. All the way up on top. Now, the only checkpoint you can place up here is your start checkpoint. You can't place no other checkpoints this high in the air. So, like I said, you want to put your start checkpoint up top. Oh, see, and we didn't get high enough. There's that little invisible box I was telling you about. So I should actually raise that template up just a little bit more. But yeah, guys, that's how you get up there. You know what I mean? That's how you maximize the space in this thing, and that is how you create templates inside this thing. It's really complicated. I don't see why they put so many restrictions on there. For some reason, they don't want us going upward, because the vertical climb, there's something wrong with it. Maybe they think we're going to try to escape, but for some reason, they do not want us up there. Alright, so we're obviously going to have to adjust this or whatever, but this is just a save copy of the function and race. Okay, now like I said, you can't place other checkpoints this high in the air. You can only place them. Don't even make no sense, because you can't even place them as high as the height exceeds, which we should at least be able to get that, like at the 210, but it don't even do that. It's got to be down in here somewhere. This is probably still too high. Yep. And there we go. Boom. That's really as high as you can go with a checkpoint, unless it is the start checkpoint. So like I said, start checkpoint at the top. All the rest, work your way down. So they got no choice but to go down and then come back up. Yeah, that's how you do it, guys. Now, I will show you the fully functioning version of this, to show you that it does absolutely 100% work, allowing you to create unique custom courses, getting up high in the air, utilizing this whole space. You can actually create a pretty long course in here. Alrighty, now here is our finished race, like so. As you can see here, I got my main checkpoint up top, which I actually want to change that. I want to bring it over here because it's just too close to the stunt. But this is fully functional, works. Added the invisible barrier. The stunt works. Oh. Invisible car. As long as you test everything correctly down low, should be good to go. Now how it'll work on online is the jump will actually complete. You got to take into consideration you're going to be using upgraded cars that have a little more horsepower. So you kind of want to under rotate in this stock car. So when you get it online, you're compensating for the power increase. Which when I get this online, I ran it last night, made a video. It actually works 100% perfect. Yeah, just those little things make a fully functional race here, guys. Pretty cool. Me personally, I was hoping for the RC car to drop in this creator. Apparently they're going to make us wait another 2 weeks, a month, God knows how long, before we can get our RC car races. But I guess this wasn't the idea of what we were supposed to do in here, but I'm a stunner. I like creating stunt races. Y'all should already know that's what I was going to be doing in here. Oh yeah. Nice view of the city. It's Smooth 765. Hopefully it's helpful.